Okay, we're gonna try that again. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of G&A podcast. I am everyone's favorite demon lord girl gone bad, who's clearly being mind controlled. The Druidu.
And I'm everyone's favorite lowly android psychic, Soberoni.
See, I was gonna do that, and I was like, I feel like he's gonna go there.
Of course.
Yes, of course. Welcome back to the G&A podcast. So we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. How are you doing, Noni?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Drew?
Everything hurts.
Good.
Allergies are painful.
Good to hear you're healthy.
No, but I'm doing a lot better today. Guys, we're recording this on Monday. Sunday I was actually in so much pain I couldn't do it. I actually just couldn't. I only wish this on my worst enemy.
Thankfully, this is going to be a short pod. Well, there's not as much anime to cover because the season's just starting.
Yes, we're in that weird transition phase. So it's gonna be a relatively short episode. Yay! So without any further delay, let's get into our news. Yeah, let's get into our new segment. This week in anime. So some quick things from my end. You know what? You go first, Donnie. Actually.
It wasn't very crazy with the news this week. The only thing I have to talk about is that there's going to be a new Shadowverse game coming out for the Switch this summer. Now, if you're thinking, wait, isn't Shadowverse already a game? And isn't it a mobile game? You're right. But they're also making the anime adaptation of a card game for mobile is now getting a video game adaptation for the Switch. I don't know, that's like several levels of like redundant, but whatever. It looks exactly like the mobile game, like the same layout. Yeah, it's just the mobile game.
It.
Nope, they didn't even put effort into it. It's just like, I'm pretty sure it's the same. It has the same exact artwork on the cards, the same exact structure. It's just, they are just literally
looks. It literally just looks like Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's like they took Yu-Gi-Oh skin, like a skin from a Yu-Gi-Oh game, and just put it over the mobile game. they want to be Yu-Gi-Oh so hard. I just thought it was fun. So that's my news.
Whoever buys this game is like,
why would you pay for this game? It's free on mobile. It's the same thing.
Whoever buys this game is not smart.
It's literally the same game.
Whoever the game is not smart, or they're a child who's never heard of the actual mobile game.
Oh my god! I don't know who the market is for this. I have no idea.
It's going to do horrendous, and you know what? They deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now that we're over that quote unquote news. My news is also very short. The Yasuke anime trailer has been revealed, or the official the official teaser. God, yep, it's gonna be that episode. It's gonna be that kind of episode today, guys. So they released a teaser. The shit looks amazing.
Yeah, it's by Mappa. Of course, it looks amazing.
It's by Mappa. Yeah, so of course it looks good. Comes out on the 29th, so I hope you guys are excited for it, like I am.
Yeah, I think it's Netflix, so they're pretty sure they're just gonna release all of it at once.
And I will probably. I mean, the question is, am I going to pace myself or just watch it in 2 days?
Watch it in 2 days. Woo!
I watched it 2 days. What was it about? Black samurai, awesome fighting. The end. Maybe some magic in there. It looked like there was some magic stuff happening. So
I have a feeling that that's going to be a very active day on Twitter.
Oh, I bet it will too.
For all the wrong reasons.
Or maybe, hopefully, all the right reasons.
Hopefully. But I have no faith in Twitter, so.
Oh, wait, on Twitter. I thought you... See, when you said Twitter in my mind, I said Netflix.
Oh, no, Twitter.
Yeah.
I look forward to your tweets, Drew.
Moving on. So so JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6, Stone Ocean finally gets an anime starring Pharaoh. I think it's sure. Anyways, the main character's name is Jolene.
Ooh, it's a female? Female
Yes,
JoJo?
it's our first female character JoJo.
Time to catch up on JoJo.
Oh, or maybe not, because she low-key looks like a lesbian.
I like Yuri.
Oh, like I don't know, just the way she's giving me Sailor
Sailor
Uranus. Yeah. So yes, no, it's the Yuri it's the Yuri for a woman. I was gonna say it's Yuri for Yuri.
It's not the straight man Yuri. Boo.
No, where it's Yuri, quote unquote. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I actually just started part 5 just because of it.
Nice. I think you were already caught up with JoJo.
No, I just finished part 4 like a few weeks ago, which was awesome. But now I'm watching part 5, so I can get ready for this to come out. And yeah, excited for that. So that is basically our music. That's our news.
Cool.
For this episode. And let us get into our weekly review. Starting off with everyone's favorite, the last episode of Log Horizon. Season 3, episode 12.
I can't believe we watched this over Mushoku Tensei. I'm so mad.
That's what the kids wanted.
It is what they wanted. To be fair, we didn't. Mushoku Tensei wasn't a choice, so I feel like if it was,
it wasn't. We kind of, I think we wrote it off.
Yeah, I blame Mushoku Tensei for that because it had a very generic anime description and look. So I was like, whatever.
Very much felt like a isekai.
But nonetheless, we got this. So they wrap up the raid. We got a bit more of the raid fight. We got to see Minori be like Shiroe, where she ordered everyone around and did the whole battle tactics thing. Akatsuki had her moment where she was like, "My lord is great and powerful." And blah, blah,
I like that.
That was a good scene.
Yeah.
Where she was like, "He's not perfect because he sleeps on the couch with his belly up and shit." And I was like, "Oh, that's cute." Oh, that is the one good thing they did. They solidified the Akatsuki Shiroe ship. Yeah. So fuck off, Minori.
Oh, that was. I will say she gets points for actually her confessing.
Yeah, she does. That whole last part, it's funny because that last part of this episode was probably the best part, one of the best parts of the season.
Yeah.
The whole confession scene, Shiroe being actually blunt with her and not being like elusive, and her friends coming and like, cheering her up. I thought that was cute.
Yeah. Although I will say that was cute. I'm trying to think of anything good before I had to say the rest of it.
It's a short list.
Okay, yeah, it looks like we're done. So yeah, the solidifying of like Shiroe and Akatsuki pairing, love that. So while that was cute, that kind of highlights my whole problem with this whole arc. Man, I really I didn't care that much about the Team B. I wanted to so badly, but it's just like compared to the main characters, it's just like
I feel like that's my issue with this show in general and this whole season is they focused way too much on not the main characters, which is why I felt like filler. Like the only arc that was really involving the main characters was the first arc, and that arc was boring.
Yeah, that arc was not good for a whole totally different set of reasons.
Yeah, but it still managed to be the best of the bunch just because it focused on Shiroe and his group, and the other arcs is focused on like, here's the B team and the C team.
Like, when the whole Isuzu thing where she's like crying like, "Oh no, what I did to Minori." I'm like, girl, stop making a mountain out of a molehill. Like
Mm-hmm.
like get over it. Like this is the drama that is this all that we can muster? Log Horizon, a scene where she feels bad because her friend's obviously gonna get like shot down by Shiroe.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where this season went wrong. I mean, it went wrong because
The first episode.
it was yeah, just the lack of focus on the main characters. There was no real progress. Again, not if you were to look at the season in its entirety and say what happened in this season, what are the major things that happened in the world this season of Log Horizon? The only thing you could say is, oh, they put Reynes on the council, and that's literally the whole thing that happened in the events of this
Yeah.
world this season.
Yeah. Basically.
There was no real plot progression at all.
Not at all. And I would have been fine with the elections if you got to see the implications directly of said elections, but they were just like, "Oh, elections are done. Let's move on to what Krusty's doing."
Yeah, the all important deeds of Krusty and the gang. Yeah, I don't know. This yeah, like I said before, this just felt like a filler season. I don't know.
Really
I don't know if this was
did.
in. I mean, I assume this is all in the light novel, but it just had this weird fillery feeling.
Yeah, I just meh.
But yeah, I love Logger. I still love the series. If a season 4 comes along, I'd still watch it. I don't know if we'd cover it on the podcast.
Oh.
It'd be too much of a gamble at this point.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like that. I just don't understand how they dropped the ball so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm almost shocked.
And it's still not the anime that dropped the ball the hardest this season.
Oh, are we talking about
Promise Neverland?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I'd still watch Promise. I'd watch Promise Neverland over
Really?
this. At
Really?
least, yeah. So while they dropped the ball so horrendously, at least shit happened, bruh. Like let's do the ratings, and I'll start.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving this. I'm giving this a. I'm giving it a 4.
Dang, you took my rating right out of my mouth.
I was gonna give it a 3.
I was moving between 4 and 5, but I'm like, nah, it's below average.
I was gonna give it a 3. I'm giving it a 4 because, like, I'm giving it a 4 for a few things. One, as you said, nothing really happens. No plot progression. No nothing. It feels very much like a filler. 2, and I talked about this before. I mentioned this last week or maybe the week before. It is now 2021 in a world where isekais like Konosuba, where animations like Konosuba, Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan exist. You can't be this mediocre. You can't be this like this is something I expect from like 2012, 2013. This is 2021.
It looks like it's straight out of like 2012, like the animation style and everything.
Exactly. Yeah. And I remember I was like, what is this feeling I have? And it's a feeling of like I'm not satisfied because I compare it to literally Mushoku Tensei, which is an isekai. I compare it to shit. Why can't I think of any more isekais?
Konosuba,
Konosuba, ReZero, the anime we're ever watching, Mao,
Isekai Mao.
Isekai Mao, and so on and so forth. This goes on and on. Kumako! Desu ka? Excuse me. Kumo desu ka? Bruh, their animations, first up, is awesome. And while I don't think I ever looked at Log Horizon for like the best fighting per se, they made it up with like the plot and the politics and intricacies. So I'm just like, if you don't have one, you gotta give me the other.
Exactly.
Or else it's just not. It's just not good. I can't. It's like I'm looking for it and I can't. The characters felt that they focused on felt so lackluster. There wasn't anything about them that really stood out, you know? Say what I'll say what I say about Rudy from Mushoku Tensei,
Mm.
but at least he's a character that like makes me think, that provokes thought, that
Mm-hmm.
makes me feel something, even if sometimes half the time that feeling is disgust.
Anger.
Makes you not want to watch the fucking show. But I will actually take that, well, in moderation,
Mm-hmm.
over just like what feels like very cookie cutter generic characters doing their basic cookie cutter uh attacks. I mean, it's like there are some points where it's just like it gave me just like a wee bit of hope, but that's all it was, just a wee bit of hope, and it didn't really have any sort of execution. So yeah, the only reason why I'm probably giving it a 4 is literally because of out of respect for the other two seasons.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'd probably give it like a 2 or 3 if it wasn't for. I'm at a 3.
Exactly.
But I'm giving it a 4 because yeah, it's still Log Horizon, so I got to see the characters I like. Akatsuki had her moments,
Mhm.
Shinoe had his
Mhm.
moments,
Yeah,
Reynes had
they
her
had
moments.
very very few and far in between, but they were
Mm-hmm.
had.
They were. But yeah, overall, it's like yeah, very dated animation. By the way, Studio Dean, everybody, still stuck in the Fate 2006 animation era.
Bruh, like why are they always one step behind?
Yeah. So yeah, the between the animation, the poor, like you mentioned, it always made up for the fact that the fights were lackluster with like this incredible layer of strategy and like I'm playing 5D chess, but it had none of that. They were playing like checkers this season, so it didn't
Yeah.
have that interesting like mind melding strategy to it.
Mm.
There wasn't any real plot progression. A lot of the arcs just felt generic. A lot of the new characters kind of felt like whatever. Even the characters I thought I was gonna like, the cute dog girls or whatever. I'm like, oh, they're cute, and that's it. They're just cute. That's
They're
all.
just cute. And it's so crazy because you're like, haha, Sasuga Studio Dean, and I'm just like, but this is the same people who did Konosuba.
Yeah, I feel like they have a very specific style that only works with like very
I
specific
think
shows.
I think they're like, we know the shows that, because no, not only, okay, so not only Konosuba, fucking the Sailor Moon movies, which I haven't seen for myself. Oh well, actually, I take that back because the problem with the Sailor movies is from little I saw of it, people were complaining
Mhm.
because the transformations were very much a copy and paste from the old things. Like they just made it like a little pretty and up to date.
Mhm.
Um,
I mean, now
but
that I'm
yeah,
looking through it, I don't see anything that Studio Dean's done in like the past couple of years that has been like amazing.
I would say shit. I need to know the English translation of this anime. The Seven Deadly Sins. There you go.
Oh yeah. Although I think people had issues with that animation. I don't remember for the most recent season or something.
Yeah, because it's like I remember there was one scene of like a fight that they had. It was like that big giant dude with the mustache. I
Hmm.
hope that's from it's from that he's from that series, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what I hypothesize is that uh Log Horizon, they were like, oh, this is just show. It's like, oh, it's whatever. We can just it's all about the plot anyways. You don't have to put that much energy
I remember
into their animation.
they did Kordewa Zombie. When are we getting another season of Kordewa Zombie? I'm depressed
Oh, Miss
again.
Lane kick. It's not a kick.
Stick to comedies. They do such great comedies between Konosuba, Zombie, Deska. I like Sakura Trick. Yeah, I don't know. Dean, I don't know. So,
Yeah, their comedies are definitely better. So Yeah, well, at least we're finally done. We can put it to bed, put it to rest. 6 feet
Yes.
under, we never have to see it
I'm
again.
not remembering the season. As far as I know, Lock Horizon
Yeah,
only has 2 seasons.
exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna be really confused when season 4 comes out.
I can't believe they skipped season 3.
Whoa, crazy! Something could ever happen. All right. Let us move on to the final episode of Tensura, uh, season 2, episode 12. Excuse me. Um, so the episode starts with him awakening in Shion's arms, and just like that, with Shion awake, this episode becomes funny again. And I'm like, I'm telling you, all you need is Shion.
Oh, you need to, well, that and an end to all the violence that has been happening the past few episodes.
Oh yeah, that's it. They're like, they're like, let's kill her. Now there's no more funny. Now we just make it murder.
But yeah,
Yeah.
her being revived was great. I do like how they immediately transitioned back into the comedy with the secret password
Yeah.
phrase. Yeah.
That whole scene with Raphael
Mm-hmm.
and Rimuru thinking that Raphael can speak better, which honestly I don't. Do you think that she's? I don't
She
think I
sounds
think
the
she sounds the
same,
same.
but she's like more talkative and like outspoken, I think. Like whereas before she'd just be like ignoring Rimuru, she like gets little jabs in here and there.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think she's like the way she speaks definitely changed. Like
No.
as in her diction.
No.
Yeah. So, but they kept going back to that, so it was pretty funny. Yeah, like the first 5 minutes were hilarious.
I enjoyed it. I do like when they I like that it ends on this kind of calm note, but it still sets up the next half of the season with a whole
Yeah, I
Milim thing.
mean, calm. Dot dot dot. He just released Veldora.
I like Veldor. He's a chill dude.
No, I would say calm. Like it's a dragon who may or may not want to like destroy the world.
Yeah, that's not
Use
Rimuru.
it inside.
That's not
Use it inside
Rimuru's
for a
problem.
reason.
I only care about Tempest. I don't care about the rest of the world. Fuck the West world or whatever.
There,
But yeah, no, I one of the things that I really like about the season is that it's for the whole time that Slime has been going on, Rimuru has felt like this powerful god that never loses. But now they're introducing characters who kind of are like on his level and that actually feel like a threat, like Milim, Clayman, Valdora's back now. Hinata, not Hinata. Was it Hinata? Whatever. The other
the
girl
girl
from the
who
church.
like put up that but the
Yeah.
barrier
So
almost
like
killed him.
there's like a bunch of characters that are like, even though Rimuru's gotten super powerful, you're like, oh wow, there's a lot of other super powerful dudes, and the fights can actually be pretty interesting now.
Yeah, like that whole fight team between Clarion and Milim.
That was great. Milim blowing up mountains.
Yeah, decimating whole cities.
Poor people. We got to see Diablo. Who I like. I actually really like him a lot. I find him,
Yeah,
he's like a what's his name from Black Butler. Literally, he just
I would not say that.
really.
In appearance only.
He's also he has that
No,
suave side to him too. I'm a suave badass demon
who's also like he totally has like a slave fetish. Hello.
Oh yeah, he's a simp for Rimuru, but
Exactly.
outside of being a
That's kind
Rimuru,
of a huge thing that differentiates the two.
outside of being a Rimuru simp,
He was very much simping super hard this episode. I'm like, the two butlers could not be more different in terms of personality. The other butler, literally, like, was like trying to eat the kid's soul. Like,
but yeah, no, I do like him. I kind of like the implications of like, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it. I'm definitely reading too much into it. I'm just being horny. But the the scene where Rimuru makes a body double of himself and he's like, "Damn, I'm hot" or whatever. I'm like, "Shit, he is hot." I don't know. Maybe he's a narcissist. Maybe it's gonna be a Rimuru Rimuru route.
or maybe he just made an offhand comment about his appearance and just kept it moving.
Like I said, maybe I'm just horny. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I think you are. My God. Yeah, Rona's been tough on all of us. I can see.
Yeah. We
Mm-mm-mm.
need more Rimuru X Rimuru Dojins, please. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they're bound to come.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, all in all, a solid episode. Great, yeah, very good, strong way to end a very surprisingly good season.
Agreed. So we're gonna rate
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what I gave season 1. I wish I had I should write these down in reference. But I would say, I'd give it a solid. Mm, I'd give it a solid 8.5. That might be a bit high. I'm like riding high on on the last few episodes being so good, but
Yeah.
I'm like forgetting the first few episodes. But I think it was a really big evolution for the series. The writing got much better. The characters are like still good. I love all the characters. I like that their cast is so big, but none of the characters feel tropey or like overused. They're all just like they get enough screen time. They're all very fun when they're on screen, and I like them all. I like that we have actual threats now to Rimuru. I like we had actual good animation and fight scenes this season. I like the setup for next. Like everything that it could have done right, it did right. So I'm super happy with this season. I think it deserves that extra 0.5. Good on you. Good on
Yeah.
effort.
Yeah, I agree. I so I think I'm pretty sure I gave it like a 7.5 or an 8.
Yeah, I think I
And
gave the first season an 8. I'm pretty sure.
and the reason why I'm giving it 8.5 is because, they strayed from that very slice of life direction, and all of a sudden shit got real, stakes were, established.
Mm-hmm.
Um Sheen Shion was funny. Uh Yeah, like, at the beginning, was it a little bit slow, sure, but the second half of this season, in my opinion, definitely it made up for it. At some point, I was like openly looking forward to like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next?
Exactly. And that's the most important thing when it comes to shows like this. I want to always be excited for what comes next, you know? I want those
Exactly.
cliffhangers.
Yeah, this show is very much like, I love how I feel bad because Log Horizon just made this show seem so much better.
It did have the favor of being against well, I mean I was gonna say bad competition, but it also had Kumo Saga, so
Yeah.
it was a fair competition. Log Horizon just made it Log Horizon just made it look better.
Yeah, because I think at the beginning I was kind of feeling mad about both, but then at some point there was definitely a very quick deviation.
Yeah, there was a huge power gap that never got closed by Log
Not
Horizon.
not even close. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. Tensura, well done. Can't
Cool.
wait for next season.
Same.
All right, now on to the spring 2021
What?
anime. And we are going to start off with My Hero Academia.
Mm-hmm.
Season 5, episode 2. Um so whew. Oh, Endeavor.
He tries. I kind of like this Endeavor redemption arc we're getting
Me
between
too.
these
And
past two seasons.
I like that his kids are still being like, no, fuck you. Like, I
Yeah,
appreciate that because it would have been in my opinion, it would have been a little too easy
exactly.
for them to be like, wow, you saved us and you seem kind of okay-ish
You may have
now.
abused us, but you're really strong. So
Yeah,
you,
they have abused
I'm
us
like,
forever.
it might be the wrong
Isolated,
message.
isolated. Like yeah, it still blows my mind, especially when like the oldest brother was like, yeah, I just learned that my younger brother likes Sova. because you can't be isolated from him forever.
Yeah, that was a good scene. I like that all his children have like very different reactions to him too.
Yeah,
Yeah, like clearly the older one is like the most
he hates
angry,
him.
the most
Yeah.
hateful. Soda's kind of like in between. He's like, listen, I respect you as a hero, but as a father, you got like a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And then the sister's just like, we gotta give him a chance, please.
Yeah, she's like, I just want things to be good,
She's like the
please.
peacemaker, yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's a really interesting. Like his whole family dynamic is very interesting. I
Yeah.
really hope he goes to see the mother. Like I want to see how she reacts to him and how he reacts to her. Like
Yeah,
that could be a very
definitely.
powerful and deep scene in this episode, in this season.
Mm-hmm. Um, you know what really hit?
What?
Like when they come home and one of the first things that shit, what's his name? The not
Showed up.
Shoko.
Showed up.
Shoda.
Mm-hmm.
Shoda turns to him and says, "Wow, that's a nice. Oh, that's quite the scar you have there." And then you just see him pen with his scar, and I'm just like, oh, they have the scar basically in the same
Dun,
place,
dun, dun.
except his father gave him his.
Yeah.
Yikes! So I was like, ooh, ooh. So I was like, nice scar you got there.
He was thinking that one up. He's like, I can't wait to see my dad. I'm gonna tell him about his scar.
Yeah. Oh man.
We also got some background in Hawks, so he's all undercover, being a double agent for the good guys against the villains.
Mm-hmm.
Which clearly they don't trust him. So I'm like, yeah, you're not the best. You're not the best undercover agent, bro.
Why a
If you're
number?
running,
Yeah, I don't know why they would do a number 2. Why would they the number 2 hero to be undercover?
yeah, not the best plan and not the best secret agent. He's just like, why are you saving everybody if you're on the villain side? Oh, I gotta look good for the. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's not doing the best job there. Unless
Yeah,
he's
definitely
secretly a
not.
triple agent.
You mean a double agent?
Is it a double agent or a triple agent?
Oh, yeah, no, double agent means you're gotcha.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're only wrong on the one side. Or unless he's a quadruple agent. We get all Metal Gear Solid in here.
But for honor, but for you.
He could just be on no one's side. He's actually
I'm just
working for
chaos.
China. He's working for China the whole time.
Now he's looking for China.
And yeah, no, the whole second half of the episode, I don't think it was as strong. It was mostly just the backstory for
yeah,
All for One.
yeah. Which was wow, it was pretty cool scene though.
It was. I liked seeing.
I forgot that they were brothers.
Yeah, I forgot that too. But I'm like, how many generations ago is that? Like, how many times has this power been passed on? Because it looked like they were in, like, it was a modern setting when so it was like it can't be that long ago. Yet there's so many people who inherited the One for All power. I'm like, is it like 100 years or? Society look relatively modern.
Yeah, that's a great question. Great question indeed.
I feel like they said it and I just wasn't paying attention.
Maybe me too.
Yell at me in the comments.
I don't yell at me. I was sick. But yeah, the fact that One for All gave him his powers. I mean, All for One gave One for All his powers.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting, and he was doing it to make sure he stayed alive. So it actually came from like a good place.
Yeah, I'm still not sold on him as a villain, the One for All. I think he's I got to see more from him. I still feel like he's kind of a generic-y villain dude compared to the rest of the villains in the series. Like,
I mean, like I said, that adds an interesting layer.
Yeah.
That he's like, he gave his brother the ability to live. I think, yeah, it's very interesting that he was just like, yeah, I'm using my ability to shift powers to one to the other. I'm kind of just using that for personal gain.
mm-hmm.
You know, basically like, yes, I'm doing all this stuff for you, so now you work for me. I think it's an interesting concept.
He kind of feels like Magneto in a way. He just
Yeah, very much.
where he's just like corrupting people and like getting the world. I don't know what his end game is, so I can't say he's totally like Magneto, but I can see the similarities.
I don't think he's trying to get rid of the quirk list somehow.
Is
Don't think that's it.
Is he leading a revolution?
It would be a very fast war.
Yeah.
How most people have powers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it was a good episode. I liked it.
Yeah, very good intro to the season. I'm looking forward to more.
Mm-hmm. All right, let us move on to our final episode of the podcast. Sentouin Hakenshimasu, episode 1, which is probably our episode of the week.
Indeed.
My only regret for this episode was that I was so sick when I watched it. That I feel like I didn't get, like, it didn't quite connect because it had with like my brain, because it had to like permeate through so much allergy and congestion. But even the stuff that I did get was like hilarious.
I just have to say off the bat, perfect explosion reference.
Yes, yep. Beautiful.
They even use the same music and everything.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was very funny. Yeah, the way that this show is already better than all of Kimono.
Yeah. I really like the setup too, where they're like exploring a different world, and then they have evil points that they have to use to get different items and stuff. So like they have to be dicks to get the points.
Yeah, the girl, her thing is just like, yeah, don't touch it, don't harm me, because if you do, I'll just blow up.
I also like I like the people back at the base. Was it Astaroth and Belial, the two girls?
Yeah,
that are like super scantily clad, but just dorky cosplayers. They're also evil geniuses,
but they also have powers.
And are way better than
oh my god. It was so funny where he was like, where they were like giving him orders, and he's like, oh, can you even talk like that from your parents? And she immediately felt embarrassed.
Yeah, I also like that the ice girl has a kind of a cute crush on him. I feel like that's
I almost was like, are they dating?
Yeah, I'm like,
that was cute.
I think where Kemono Michi fucked up was the main character was kind of boring and he's one dimensional, which is why I think this is a lot better, because this dude is just Kazuma, but somehow even trashier and more stupid.
Basically, but an amazing fighter.
Yeah, but an amazing fighter. I like Alice. Of course, Alice is my favorite because she's a smart ass, lowly, and oh my god, really that ending scene where she's just chewing out Snow. Oh
my god. Yeah, I love that everyone in the series is just like high key trash.
They are. They're so bad. I want to say Snow is the Aqua of the series, but
yes, she's gonna be hardcore Aqua.
She's gonna be the butt of every fucking joke.
Mm-hmm.
I like when she's trying to like rope in Agent 6, and he's like, I'm fucking working with you, you double face, you two-faced woman. Get out of here.
Exactly.
They all
and then Princess Tillis, who apparently Loki just controls the whole country by manipulating her dad, who's the king.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and of course, Dick Festival.
Yeah, I was literally just about to mention that.
Great idea, but
I don't see a problem with this.
Yeah, I also like when they turned on the machine. It just made like a Mac booting noise or whatever. Like it just runs Apple OS or something.
Oh my god!
There were just so many little fun moments in this episode.
It was. Yeah, it was very funny.
Mm-hmm. I'm really loving these characters. I'm liking the situation. I can already tell it's gonna be, as if it just keeps going in the same direction. I think it's gonna be very, very good. You know.
I would, and I will say, so I'm watching with some friends
Mm.
Konosuba for the first time. They never saw it before, and I was like, we have to watch it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm comparing. I'm doing side by side comparison of both.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, compared to Konosuba, this first episode wasn't as quite impactful as
Yeah,
Konosuba.
it's hard to beat Konosuba, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not saying it's bad at all. I'm just
mm-hmm.
saying I'm just
Yeah,
making comparisons.
Konosuba has like I feel like Konosuba had more like I can't breathe because I'm laughing so hard moments. This was
Yeah,
more like steady comedy here and
yeah.
there.
Just always me chuckling, like
Yeah, exactly.
like
But
just always a joke.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, but it's still pretty excellent.
Exactly. I'm super hyped to see more of this. And I will be
Mhm.
comparing it to the other we have 3 other comedies this season to compare it to, so that's great.
Oh, poor things.
Oh no, it's a bloodbath.
Poor things. They didn't stand a chance.
Oh
You
no.
don't stand a ghost of a chance. Yuki.
Oh.
All right. So that ends our weekly review. As much as I'm tempted to just end the fucking episode because my head is killing me, we will do a little bit of a filler arc. Basically, I'm just gonna be discussing my thoughts on Your Lie in April.
You finished the whole thing?
Yep, I finished the whole thing.
Mm.
Uh, so Your Lie in April. I believe this anime came out in 2014. Damn.
Whew.
Okay, so it gets points because this came out in 2014, and considering the time it came out, shit is so beautiful. It is such a beautiful looking anime.
Who's the studio?
I'm looking at it for right now. Studio is in a studio. I'm looking for it. I'm
A1 Pictures.
Oh, okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
they do really good. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, made by A1 Pictures. So it's very much like it's like this anime is going to be sad. Get ready for this anime to be sad. Um, I will say, because I've watched a lot of anime where it's meant to just make you feel like, oh my god, it's gonna make you feel sad and make you feel emotions. I don't think the whole point of this anime was to make you feel sad. I don't know. Like it just didn't hit the same. It didn't hit quite the same a Silent Voice did, which I also saw.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that movie, and I'm only mentioning that because they get compared to each other very often. And well, okay, Silent Voice was released 2 years later. Um, both are really good. I would say with this one, what made it not as sad is because I knew it was gonna happen. I think, and it's so funny that Oni keeps saying, "Oh, I know it's gonna happen. I don't have to like the characters because when it happens and da da da, I'm gonna feel sad." And for me, it's more like it's. I think the sadness comes from for me. It comes from the unexpected. I knew what was going to happen, and as a result, it didn't really phase me too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because of the characters, it doesn't phase me too bad. It's some of it. It's like it's an emotional experience. It's a sad experience going through it. I think the journey at some points was a little sad, as opposed to like the actual destination. I don't know. It was one of those anime where it's just like because I knew where it was going, it didn't feel as sad for me, but it was so beautiful, and I think that also took away from like what people would say what I guess the sadness. That makes any sense. Like them being all invested into the music, the beauty of the scenery as they're playing the music is just uh like
Yeah, I can imagine. Isn't the whole anime about music? So I
yeah, it's
imagine
all
they
about
have the.
music, yeah.
I imagine
So
they
it's
have
like
the.
it's like and I don't know, for me it's like when there's an anime where it has like such great imagery and it's like it's in most of the imagery, it's not like everyone's like coated in blood. Everyone's dying. Like it's like rose petals, bright colors everywhere. Watching these kids try really hard to reach their dreams and overcome their trauma. I don't know. If anything, it feels really inspiring. I felt inspired when I saw this anime.
That's a good thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it depends on what type of person you are. I'm very susceptible, being just like I don't know. I don't like watching. I don't find inspiration from sad things too often. Like I don't know. I tend to like more uplifting things.
I mean, I wasn't watching. Like, I was watching this for the purpose of because
Yeah.
I these last few months have not been the most fun for me. So I was just like, I'm sad, and I was like, I guess when I was feeling really, really sad, I was like, I literally watched this because I was like, I want anime to that's gonna just make me cry and give me the emotional release because I'm not a huge crier.
Hmm.
Um, and then I watched Silent Voice. I got close at some points because that shit was just very sad. Like, yeah, that movie was really fucking sad. And this one, it was sad too, but there was just I don't know, like the main female character, like she in a lot of ways, she's like just like the embodiment of like hope. She's just so like so uplifting. Like given what's happening to her, it's just and
Yeah,
you see
but then I don't want to. That's why I don't want to watch.
I don't know. It's just but then I think so that's what starts. It starts off with just her being very hopeful. But then I don't know. I feel like you get to see everyone else's individual struggles, and you can see like their shortcomings.
Hmm.
Like there's like scenes where the main character's friend, like he's the dude, he's like a ace on the soccer team,
Hmm.
and then he plays like his final game, and he's like doing his best, like, and they're like, it's I didn't ever show too much of it, but then he misses the final kick, and it costs them the match, and their season is over just like that.
Hmm.
And he's like, "Oh my god, that we did." He's like comforting everyone. He's like, "You guys did the best." And then he's like, "We always got high school that really being like a team leader."
Hmm.
And then cut to like a minute later, so he's like in the bathroom, and he's just like, "I wanted to win," and he just starts bawling his eyes out.
Yeah, like I get that. That's really like I don't know. I it would make me. What's that movie? It reminds me so much of Your Lie in April. It's The Fault in Our Stars. Like I just whenever I hear Your Lie in April, I just think of The Fault in Our Stars. Like yeah, it's probably a very inspiring and emotional movie or show that deals a lot of real. I just it's too sad. I like uplifting things where it's like a
But
positive.
okay,
Like I like
but
a
I
character being like I like Mushoku Tensei's type of uplifting where it's like oh this character's really garbage and then he works to better himself and now he's better as opposed to like oh we tried so hard but we still fail in the end but the merit of our efforts is what matters. I'm like
but
yeah but
but
it's so
at the it's not
melancholic.
okay. Well, it's not okay. So it's not just like, oh my god, we just fail and then we're sad because of it. There's plenty of slapstick like humor in it,
Hmm.
which I love. Like it's really good. It's really good at keeping it light until it needs to get heavy.
Hmm.
Um, and even in those moments where people like fail and stuff, the people around the characters are just like, let's pick you up, let's make you feel happy. Like it's not all hope is not lost. You got this. And I'm just like, I don't know. For me, it's like, how can you feel sad after that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if the whole point is like, yes, you failed, or yes, like this shit sucks, but I don't know. They're just like this whole series is just all about like healing. This is a very healing anime to watch.
I'm gonna watch Yudu Camp for healing. That's my healing anime.
I would definitely like. You guys are looking for like, if you guys are looking for like some real sad shit just to be really really sad,
Yeah,
I actually would not recommend this.
really.
Well,
I
only because like there's so many parts about that. It's just like there's really, yes, there's very very sad parts, but there's very very light parts. There's very very hopeful parts. It's just a very emotional
I mean,
anime.
Clannad is like that too, where there's like most of it actually is like uplifting and funny, but then when the sad happens, it's like, oh, kill me now because I can't breathe through all my tears.
Um, I don't know. I just don't get that feel. Like I don't get that feeling that I got when I was watching. Because I was telling my friends about this. It's like I don't get that same feeling I get when I watch this with Violet Evergarden.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
Okay, yeah, okay, but see, that's my thing. That's what I'm really like. Violet Evergarden
Well,
just
I feel like that was a serious show, just straight up. Like there wasn't really that much comedy, if any. Like the comedy was very light in Violet Evergarden. It was mostly just drama.
mm, yeah. So I guess if you're, I guess if you're prone to being sad, I don't know. I would still say watch this. This addresses so many topics. It addresses like a lot, like grieving. It addresses like this is something I would like want my teenage child to watch. Like, or
I could
I
get so.
don't know, if I was doing like a class on anime, definitely this would be a prime like example of what I'd use to like teach
Mm-hmm.
a lesson or two about, because it's just, you know, it's just really, I don't know, it just made me feel good. I think I had to. I think I wasn't so on board at first because I was like, man, I thought she was gonna make me cry, or this or whatever.
I'm
Like
not crying.
they got they got slapstick stuff, and they got really fun characters and like good character development and stuff. Where's the grumble, grumble, grumble? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. And then when they got to it, I don't know. Because it's not like I'm not sensitive to these things. I
Mm-hmm.
guess maybe I have a better tolerance for like sad stuff than other people. Maybe. So yeah, if you are very comfortable with watching sad shit and you're looking for something sad to watch, I wouldn't recommend this. But on the flip side, I would say if you're looking for something, that has some sadness. It's very, yeah. If you're looking for like something that's like Planad, but prettier and lots of music involved,
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely recommend this because it as a whole, it was very good. It was very very good.
Cool.
But yeah, that was just a cute little recommendation I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm pretty sure a lot of you saw it by now, but I just wanted to give you my 2 cents, my impression, so to speak. But yeah, I think unless Oni has anything to add, um, I think that ends our filler arc. So Oni, be so kind, take
Yep.
it away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the G&A podcast, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to catch all the episodes as they go up every week. If you haven't already, do follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party over on our Discord, all linked in the description down below. If you'd like, you can even become a patron, like all these lovely people on screen right now who make the channel possible. Also, we are beginning our live watches this weekend with new series. We're going to be watching Combatants Will Be Dispatched, aka Sentouin, and Nagatoro. So if you want to join us for those, you can become a channel member or a patron or a Twitch sub, and you can join us over on our Discord for those every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
One final lesson from Your Light in April: the power of music can be very healing. I know a lot of shit happened in this past year, so everyone gets a healing.
Yes. Turn up those jams. Until next time, this has been Soberni, and
Dooby doo.
I'll catch y'all later. Later!
Bye.